welcome back to the next class. So in the previous class we have started the non-central movements of the negative binomial distribution. So in the last class we have derived the mu1 dash value, that is mu1 dash equals to, it is nothing but expectation of x. So this mu1 dash is nothing but mean value. Expectation of x value we got it as RQ by P. So we have derived till here. Next, if R equals to 2, now we are going to find the second moment, that is R equals to 2 implies mu2 dash is equals to expectation of x square. So what is expectation of x square? Always we are using some expansions, right? So here also we will use the expansion that expectation of x square can be written as x into x minus 1 plus x. So this complete term, that is mu2 dash is equals to expectation of x into x minus 1 plus expectation of x. So this is expectation of x value. We already have it from the mu1 dash. So consider only expectation of x into x minus 1. So how will you write expectation of any value? Since it is a discrete distribution, we write summation over x into x minus 1 into p of x. Now we will substitute the p of x value, that is we are finding expectation of x into x minus 1, which is equals to summation over. So for negative binomial distribution, summation will range from x equals to 0 to infinity, x into x minus 1. Now substitute the PMF of the negative binomial distribution. What is the PMF? X plus r minus 1, c r minus 1, p power r and q power x. So in the last derivative, while deriving mu1 dash, we have assumed that x plus r minus 1, c r minus 1 can be written as, in place of r minus 1, we have substituted x. So you can do in that way, or if you are getting confused or why to change the value means, you continue with the same PMF. Because while changing you may be feeling confused. So few of them said it's confusing, so we will assume as it is PMF. Whatever is the PMF, you assume that PMF only. Now we will expand this. This is in the form of NCX, right? So expand that value, which is equals to summation over x equals to 0 to infinity, x into x minus 1. Now this is in the form of NCX. So first n factorial, that is x plus r minus 1 factorial divided by, what is next one? N minus x, that is this value x plus r minus 1 minus r plus 1. So if you expand this one, what you will be getting? You can write directly, right? X plus r minus 1 minus r minus 1. So r minus 1 gets cancelled. You will get x factorial into r minus 1 factorial into p power r q power x. Now we are going to expand this x plus r minus 1 factorial. Before that, we will bring p power r to this side. That means outside the summation, that is p power r summation over x equals to 0 to infinity, x into x minus 1. So now here in the numerator I am expanding. So if you observe here clearly, which term we have to cancel? R minus 1 factorial I have to cancel. So I have to expand up to r minus 1. So how I will expand? The first term will be x plus r minus 1 into x plus r minus 2, so on up to which term I have to? Last term should be r minus 1 factorial. So here r minus 1 factorial. So before r minus 1, what you will be having? R, and before r, what you will be having? R plus before term we have written only one term. So here I am writing two terms because I will be taking two terms outside the summation. Divided by, so here you have x factorial. So this x factorial can be written as x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 factorial into r minus 1 factorial as it is. P power r I have already written outside the summation into q power x. So this q power x can be written as q into q power x minus, q square into q power x minus 2. So in the first moment what we have written q into q power x minus 1. This is second moment, so we are writing q square into q power x minus 2. So for every moment one term will be increasing. Remember like that. So copy down till here. As it was the first class in the last class, you may not be understanding it clearly. So now you listen. It will be easy only. Just you need to understand it. So we are finding expectation of x into x minus 1 value, which is equals to p power r. Now here if you observe, x gets cancelled, x minus 1 also gets cancelled. So we are having the, and one more term we are cancelling factorial also, that is r minus 1 and r minus 1 also cancelled. So here what are the left out terms you write down? Summation x equals to 0 to infinity. Left out terms are first x plus r minus 1 into x plus r minus 2, so on. So I said that from last I am taking two terms outside because I am taking q square, right? So in the mu1 dash I took r outside. Now along with r I am taking r plus 1 also outside. So something should be here, and we have the formula also that here in the denominator if you have x minus 2, the last term should be r plus 2. So that's why we write here up to r plus 2 into r plus 1 into r divided by, so in the denominator x minus 2 factorial into q square into q power x minus 2. Now to bring it into a formula, so what is the formula we have? We have this formula, that is ratio p power r you write outside. Now q square you write outside, and also r into r plus 1 also I am writing outside. Now summation, two terms of x I took outside, q square, two terms, right? So now the summation will start from 2 to infinity. What are the left out terms? X plus r minus 1 into x plus r minus 2, so on up to r plus 2 divided by x minus 2 factorial into q power x minus 2. Now observe this term. This is our formula. We have written the formulas in our last class. So this is the formula. So in the formula how you will be having, remember here if you have x minus 2 factorial, here the last term should be r plus 2. So that's why I took r and r plus 1 outside the summation. So what is the formula we are having? So this is the formula of 1 minus. So what is the formula we are using here? X plus r minus 1 c x minus 2. So the formula is x plus r minus 1 into x plus r minus 2 into so on r plus 2 divided by x minus 2 factorial. So observe this formula. Now substitute this value. Since we know this formula, now we will substitute this value. So now in place of this brackets we are writing this, we are substituting this formula, that is equals to p power r q square r into r plus 1 summation x equals to 2 to infinity. So here summation is starting from 2, so you get in this format. So remember like that, x plus r minus 1 c x minus 2 into q power x minus 2. So again we will be using one more formula. We have the formula that summation x equals to k to infinity x plus r minus 1 c x minus k q power x minus k. So what is this formula? This is equals to 1 minus q whole power minus r minus k. So this formula we have written in the notes. So second formula I think. So compare with this formula, summation x equals to k to infinity. Here in place of k you have 2. X plus r minus 1, x minus 2, q power x minus 2. So this complete term can be written as p power r q square r into r plus 1. So this value is 1 minus q whole power minus r minus 2. So we know that since 1 minus q equals to p, so substitute p value. This is equals to p power r q square r into r plus 1. 1 minus q is p power minus r minus 2. Now bases are equal, add the powers. So what we will be getting? This is equals to p power r minus r minus 2 r minus r minus 2 into q square into r plus 1. Now plus r minus r gets cancelled. Left out term is p power minus 2. So p power minus 2 means, so which value it is? Expectation of x into x minus 1 is equals to, first write r terms, r into r plus 1 into q square. P power minus 2 means divided by p square. So this is the value of expectation of x into x minus 1. So now this value we will be substituting in our mu 2 dash formula. First moment you will be feeling difficult because of the lengthy calculations. Just if you listen carefully, you will understand each and every step. So we have that, substitute this expectation of x into x minus 1 in mu 2 dash. So what is mu 2 dash? We have mu 2 dash equals to expectation of x into x minus 1 plus expectation of x. So substitute expectation of x into x minus 1 value is, this is equals to r into r plus 1 into q square divided by p square plus expectation of x value in the first non-central moment mu1 dash equals to expectation of x. What is the value? rq by p. So this is our required mu 2 dash value. So this is the mu 2 dash value. Now observe what we are finding. A series you observe. What is expectation of x we got? rq by p. Next, expectation of x into x minus 1. What is expectation of x into x minus 1 we got? R into r plus 1 into q square by p square. Now observe both clearly. The first one we got r into q. Next what we get? R into r plus 1 q square. Here p square. Next, if you are finding expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2, what will be your answer? R into r plus 1 into r plus 2 into q cube by p cube. So this will be the answer for only expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2. So this will be using in the third moment. So now we will find the third moment. Just for your understanding, I am saying that there will be a pattern which you have to remember. Even if you, sometimes if you did not understand anything, if you remember the pattern, you can try to derive that value. So now we will find the third moment. mu 3 dash. So r equals to 3 means it is mu 3 dash is equals to expectation of x cube. So now we have to expand this x cube, which is equals to expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 plus 3 into x minus 1 plus x. Now apply expectation for all the terms separately. So mu 3 dash is equals to expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 first term plus 3 is constant, 3 into expectation of x into x minus 1 plus expectation of x. So expectation of x value is r cube. So this is expectation of x value. Expectation of x into x minus 1, the value is this one, r into r plus 1 into q square by p square. So we have these two values. Now we have to find only this first value. So consider expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2, which is equals to summation over x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 into p of x. Now we will be substituting this p of x value, which is equals to summation over x equals to 0 to infinity x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 into what is the p of x? X plus r minus 1 c r minus 1 p power r into q power x. Now we will expand this in cx form. So that will be equals to summation over x equals to 0 to infinity x into x minus 1 into x minus 2. Now this is in the form of ncx. So n factorial, that is x plus r minus 1 factorial divided by n minus x factorial. So r minus 1 cancel means x factorial into x factorial, that is r minus 1 factorial p power r into q power x. Now we will do the expansion for the factorials. So this is the value which is equals to summation over x equals to 0 to infinity x into x minus 1 into x minus 2. So expand this one, x plus r minus 1 into x plus r minus 2 into so on up to last value you have to write r minus 1 factorial. So that is r minus 1 factorial. So before r minus 1 you will be having r, before r you will be having r plus 1, before r plus 1 you will be having r plus 2 divided by, so in the denominator x factorial can be written as x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 factorial. Because I have to cancel up to x minus 2, I have written x minus 3 factorial into r minus 1 factorial p power r into q power x. So this q power x can also be written as, so I will write in the next step, so which is equals to p power r, I am writing outside the summation. So p power r summation over x equals to 0 to infinity x cancel, x minus 1 cancel, x minus 2 cancel, r minus 1 factorial, r minus 1 factorial cancel. So what are the terms? X plus r minus 1 into x plus r minus 2, so on. So here in how many terms I have to take out now? Here x minus 3 you have. So 3 terms I have to take outside. That is r plus 1, r plus 2. Because last value should be r plus 3. So I will be writing r plus 3 into r plus 2 into r plus 1 into r divided by x minus 3 factorial into q cube into q power x minus 3. So q power x I have written as q cube into q power x minus 3. So now I will bring 3 terms outside. So which is equals to p power r summation over x equals to 0 to infinity. So I have to bring terms outside, right? So that are r into r plus 1 into r plus 2 into q cube. So I am bringing 3 terms outside the summation. So summation will be ranging from x equals to 3 to infinity x plus r minus 1 into x plus r minus 2 so on up to r plus 3 divided by x minus 3 factorial into q power x minus 3. So now observe this term. So this term is in the form of since summation over not summation. So since x plus r minus 1 into x plus r minus 2 so on up to r plus 3 divided by x minus 3 factorial is equals to x plus r minus 1 c x minus 3. So now we will use this value. So apply this formula, what we will be getting? This is equals to p power r into r plus 1 into r plus 2 summation x equals to 3 to infinity. This value we can write it as x plus r minus 1 c x minus 3 into q power x minus 3. So now again we will use one more formula. What is that formula? Since we know that summation x equals to k to infinity x plus r minus 1 c x minus k into q power x minus k can be written as 1 minus q whole power minus r minus k. So we use this formula now. Copy it in here. Derivations will be lengthy, but if you understand the pattern, it will be very easy. So don't get confused that they are lengthy, I will not practice, don't think like that. So which value you are finding? Expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2, which is equals to this p power r into r plus 1 into r plus 2 into, so this complete term can be written as 1 minus q whole power minus r minus, what is the k value here? K is 3. So now since we know that 1 minus q equals to p, so in place of 1 minus 2 write down p power r into r plus 1 into r plus 2 into p power minus r minus 3. Now bases are equal, add the powers, that is p power r minus 3 into r plus 1 into r plus 2. Plus r minus r gets cancelled, p power minus 3 can be written as 1 by p power 3. So therefore expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 is equals to r into r plus 1 into r plus 2 into q power q cube we have it. So here I forgot to write q cube. Yes, here we have q cube. So write down the q cube also. One term I did not write, q cube, which we brought outside the summation. So q cube into q cube divided by p cube. So this is the value of expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2. So now we have to substitute this value in mu 3 dash formula. Now substitute this value in mu 2 dash, in mu 3 dash. So what is mu 3 dash actually? Expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 plus 3 into expectation of x into x minus 1 plus expectation of x. So what is this value we got it as? We got this as mu 3 dash is equals to, the value is r into r plus 1 into r plus 2 into q cube divided by p cube. So this is the first value plus 3 into expectation of x into x minus 1. What is the value we got? R into r plus 1 into q square by p square. So this is the second term plus expectation of x value we got r cube by p. So this is the required mu 3 dash value. So in the same way we will be finding the mu 4 dash value also. So I want you all to solve the mu 4 dash value. So here mu 3 dash means we took 3 terms outside. So for mu 4 dash we will consider 4 terms you will be writing outside the summation. So I will give you all how to write the value. So what is mu 4 dash actually? Expectation of x power 4. So expectation of x power 4 can be written as expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 plus 6 into x into plus 6 into x minus 1 into x minus 2 plus 7 into x minus 1 plus x. So now we apply expectation for this each and every term. So first expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 plus 6 into expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 plus 7 into expectation of x into x minus 1 plus expectation of x. So we all have the last 3 values. The first value we don't have, that is expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 plus 6 into expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2. This first term, what we got? R into r plus 1 into r plus 2 into q square by into q cube divided by p cube plus 7 into expectation of x into x minus 1. This value r into r plus 1 into q square by p square plus expectation of x is r cube by p. So now only thing you have to find this value. So you can write in brackets also if you are confused. So don't mix up the complete value. What is the expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2? This term, write down that value only. Your expectation of x into x minus 1, only this term, not 3 will be not included in that. Or this complete value is not expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2. So write carefully. Now you consider this term. Consider expectation of x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3. So expand this one. find out the answer. So you will be getting the answer as r into r plus 1 into r plus 2 into r plus 3 into q power 4 by p power 4. So you have to get this answer. So this answer you will be substituting in this mu 4 dash value. So substitute, find out this value, then substitute this value in this, you get the required mu 4 dash value. So now we will see the central moments for the negative binomial distribution. So coming to central moments, what is the first central moment? Always mu1 value will be equals to 0. So central moments, first we know mu1 equals to 0. Then what is mu2? Mu2 equals to mu2 dash minus mu1 dash whole square. And we also know that mu2 is nothing but variance. So now we will substitute the mu2 dash value and also the mu1 dash values. What is mu2 dash value? R into r plus 1 into q square divided by p square plus rq by p. So this is mu2 dash minus mu1 dash value is rq by p whole square. So now from these terms we can take out rq by p common. So take rq by p common. rq by p common. So left out terms r plus 1 into 1q is common. So you get q by p plus here rq by p is already common. So you can write 1 minus rq by p is common. So left out term is rq by p. So now we will take the LCM. So if you take the LCM, you will get rq by p. LCM is p. So r plus 1 into q. So r into q plus 1 into q is q. LCM is p. So p minus rq. Now plus rq minus rq gets cancelled. What are the left out terms? Mu2 equals to rq by p into q plus p by p. So since we know that p plus q equals to 1 always p plus q value equals to 1, right? So substitute that value. Therefore mu2 equals to rq by p into p square. So this is the mu2 value. So we know that mu2 is nothing but variance. So is the variance of the negative binomial distribution. So what is the mean value we got? That is mu1 dash rq by p and variance is rq by p square. So now coming to the next two moments, that is mu3 and mu4. So for all the remaining moments we have derived the central moments. For this negative binomial, no need to derive the moments. Directly mu3 and mu4 values you can write. So the mu3 value for negative binomial is rq into 1 plus q divided by pq. So no need derivations for this mu3 and mu4, you can write directly. So the value is for mu4 is rq into p square plus 3q into r plus 2 divided by p power 4. So this is the required mu4 value. So for negative binomial central moments, you will derive only the variance mu3 and mu4. You can write directly. So now we will see the coefficient of skewness and kurtosis for the negative binomial. Skewness. So coming to skewness, the coefficient of skewness. So what is the coefficient of skewness? It is beta 1. So beta 1 equals to mu3 square by mu2 cube. What is the mu2 value we got? R cube by p square. So substitute the values. What is mu3? R cube into 1 plus q divided by p cube. So this is mu3 square divided by mu2 cube. What is mu2? R cube by p square whole cube. So now you can cancel out the common terms. So what are the common terms? Here RQ square, RQ cube you have. So if you want, you can expand and write this is RQ square into 1 plus q square divided by p cube whole square means p power 6 divided by r cube by p power 6. Now if you observe r cube, p power 6 first gets cancelled. RQ square and RQ square cancel, only one RQ is left out. So that RQ is the numerator for the denominator. So if it comes to the numerator, it will become denominator. So beta 1 equals to 1 plus q whole square divided by r cube. So actually what is q? Since q is the probability of failure. So since q value will be always greater than 0, and what is r actually? R is the number of the success. So always it will be the first, second, third, fourth. So it will not have any negative value. So this will be always greater than 0. So numerator is obviously it is a square. So square is always positive. Denominator also positive. So what does it mean? Beta 1 is always greater than 0. So if beta 1 value is greater than 0, that means this is a positively skewed distribution. Therefore, negative binomial distribution is positively skewed. So negative binomial distribution is always positively skewed. So now we will see the coefficient of kurtosis. So coming to the kurtosis, the coefficient of kurtosis it is denoted with beta 2 equals to mu4 by mu2 square. Substitute the values. What is mu4 value? RQ into p square plus 3q into r plus 2 divided by p power 4. So this is mu4 value divided by mu2 square. Mu2 is RQ by p square whole square. So here RQ and RQ, one RQ gets cancelled. Here it is p power 4 and p power 4, this also gets cancelled. So what are the left out terms? Beta 2 is equals to p square plus 3q into r plus 2. So here we have only one RQ is cancelled. This is RQ square, right? RQ whole square. So one more RQ is left out. That is RQ. So have to express in the form of 3 plus or 3 minus, right? Because we compare it with 3. So what we do is split the denominator first. So that is p square by r cube plus here 3qr, that is 3r cube by r cube plus 3 2s are 6q by r cube. So I am just splitting the denominator. So by multiplying this 3q inside, I have split the denominator. So rq and rq gets cancelled. So this term can be written as, that is beta 2 equals to 3. So this 3 I am writing first. 3 plus these two terms, that is p square plus 6q by r cube. So 3 plus some value. So we know since q and r, p, q, r are always positive. So since p, q, r greater than 0, this whatever the beta 2 value we get, which implies beta 2 is greater than 3. So 3 plus some positive value means obviously it is greater than 3. So whenever beta 2 is greater than 3, which type of curve it is? Therefore, negative binomial distribution has a leptokurtic curve. So coming to skewness, negative binomial distribution has the positive skewness with a leptokurtic curve. So we have completed today the non-central and central moments. So in the next class we will derive the properties for the negative binomial distribution, that is MGF, CGF, CF and PGF.